Hello everybody, this is Alchemist2 and I'm back again with another movie review. I just recently had the ultimate pleasure and delight and experience of seeing Spy, which I had wanted to see in the cinema but never had the chance to. It stars one of my favorite comedians, which is of course Melissa McCarthy, and Jude Law plays a part in it as well, and it was absolutely hysterical. There were some scenes in this film that were funny in and of themselves, and the laughter was consistent throughout, which for a comedy is very difficult to maintain, let alone achieve. And honestly, this film had a rip-roaring plot that was enough to rival a Bond film, and in and of itself was a parody, a loving satire to the Bond franchise and the Espionage franchise as a whole in film, and it was nothing short of incredible. And one thing I really like about films about espionage would be chase scenes, and the chase scenes in this film are really amazing, and one of them is actually done in such a satirical way that it's funny. It really is. And when she's on that motorcycle and goes up that ramp and she says, "I'm so badass," so then she lands in the concrete and the workers are there just yelling at her, "Ah, yeah, yeah." So like, get back to work, you lazy bums. And it was just great. And she's slopping through it at the end and trying to chug along as she finally does. I thought, physically speaking, that should not work, because according to her weight and distribution, she should have been stuck. But this is Hollywood, so that was my only real nag. But beyond that, it really isn't a nag. It's just something that I thought was really quite comedic. The plot was sensational, very well done. There were a lot of twists and turns that I did not see coming. It's one of those movies that I would love to have in my collection. And as far as films go, 5 stars, hands down. No quibbles, no quabbles, no kvetching, no nothing. It's perfect. Especially with the ending. The ending was really good too. And I'm not going to say what it's about. I mean, the title itself should be Dead Giveaway, but the soundtrack is awesome too. It is just really kick butt, and I loved it, and it was very appropriate for the mood and setting of the film. And Melissa McCarthy, just, I think this is her absolute bismuth and her best film yet. And I know there were a lot of scenes that she had to have a stunt double. My friend agreed. I don't know what else to say other than my rating of 2 thumbs up still stands with it, and it's by far the funniest film I have seen in a good long time. I was laughing so hard that my sides were literally aching, and that's very difficult for a comedy to achieve. And even if I were to watch it again, a lot of the lines were just really witty zingers that are so fast that you gotta be really on your toes to catch them, and probably seeing it a second time would give me more of context of what the lines actually were, because at the time that the lines were being delivered, I was laughing so hard that I didn't hear. Yeah, and I'm still laughing about movies that she's made in the past, like Tammy and Identity Theft, and I know that Tammy was kind of a turkey, but it's another one of my favorites, and Identity Theft is actually a lot better. Or Identity Thief, excuse me. But Spy is the best one that she has done to date, and I'm really hoping that she does more. Of course, I loved her in Bridesmaids. I think that hits the number 2 Melissa McCarthy films that she has participated in so far. Really don't know what else to say about this film other than the opening sequence in and of itself is funny too. Okay. that's all I have to say about Spy, and I shall see you around Campi, as we used to say in my family. It's an inside joke. I don't know if you'd get it, but anyways, live long, prosper. Ciao, tutti!